Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to be talking about how meal prep makes life heaps easier. So I remember I used to meal prep quite a lot when I was going into uni. It would save me heaps of time and heaps of money. I didn't really have a job at the time. I'm obviously in the position where I don't have any money at all because I'm a uni student, so I can't eat out. I can eat out maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. That's my limit. And even then, it was kind of hard to get through because I didn't really have a job until the end of the semester and I just have to try and last on that amount. Yeah, honestly, meal prepping, I mostly do it on a Sunday, 3 days in advance. So I do up till about Wednesday arvo worth of lunch. Now, I was having dinner with my family at the time. I went through a period where I didn't have dinner with my family because I was going to bed at 8 o'clock. I didn't want to be eating at 7 right before I went to bed. So it made sense to have dinner at 5:30 or 6 o'clock instead of, right before I'm about to go to bed. Then I just feel groggy in the morning. I went through that and I've been meal prepping from Monday to Wednesday on a Sunday night. And this was mainly due to me wanting the food to be fresher. Some people meal prep for the entire week up to Saturday, but honestly, the food just starts to taste a bit manky. It starts to taste a bit off. So I'd meal prep for 3 days in advance and I'd cook up all the rice in a batch. I'd get all my little containers and stuff and I'd cook up all the chicken. So I used to just eat chicken and rice. Sometimes I'd make broccoli. Most of the time I just couldn't be bothered eating veggies. So if you don't like veggies, I understand it. You should probably, you should research what type of veggies you should be eating because people go, yeah, bro, micronutrients. And you go, okay, what micronutrients are you optimizing for eating these vegetables? They don't actually know. They're just eating veggies because they've been told it's good. So yeah, by all means, eat your veggies. Abraham Lincoln once had a quote that said, if I was given 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. That's very true. If you spend an hour meal prepping on a Sunday, it's going to save you hours throughout the week. You don't have to get out the pan, cook every day. Now, if you like getting out the pan and cooking every day, you work from home, you do whatever you need to do from home, and you like cooking, go ahead. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm just the type of person who doesn't want to be stuffing around. I'd rather be using the time to do higher return on investment activities like my uni work, or so I don't have to wash all the pots and pans every day. That's my personal take on it. Now, this time can be used for whatever you want. It can be, maybe you decide that you want to spend an hour more with your family every day and you spend an hour more with your family at the end of the night and you play card games or whatever, you interact with your family. That could be a good thing. Or you decide, you know what, I'm going to use that hour that I'm constantly mucking around trying to make food, I can use that to go to the gym. Anything really. You can decide you want to take up running, just stuff like that. You save time either in the morning if you're going to go to the office and work, or into uni, whatever, you know the deal, or during the middle of the day when you would be cooking. So there's that. And you save money. So if you're on a tight budget and you don't earn a lot of money like myself, you don't want to be eating out every day because it's too expensive right now. So you save money because you go, all right, well, here are my 3 meals, and you can not eat them. I've done that in the past. I go, oh, you know what, I want Subway instead. But then you just kind of feel stupid because then the food goes a bit manky because it's been out of your cold for too long and now you can't eat it. So you've just wasted food. It makes it a bit harder to cheat on your diet per se, but it's still possible to cheat on your diet if your mindset isn't up to it. If you're cooking food that you hate just because you've been told to eat chicken breast without flavoring or whatever, then yeah, you're not really doing yourself any favors. Take time to find out what you think is tasty. What I think is tasty isn't what you think is tasty. Now, I'm fine, I get criticized for it a lot, but I'm fine eating mince and rice because I genuinely like the taste of it. But people look at it and go, that's disgusting, bro. I go, cool. You don't have to eat the mince and rice. That's what I do because it's cheap. Although it's not me paying for it, it's my parents. But I don't want to just buy really expensive food because that's just dogging my parents, you know what I mean? When I can just get the job done with cheaper food. Yeah, there's that to consider. Now, again, if you want variety, you can cook up 6 different types of meals on a Sunday. However, that's just going to take you more time. It might take you 3 hours instead of 1. You decide that your Sunday is valuable, you'd rather do other things than cooking on a Sunday. If you want to make 6 different variations of food throughout the week and meal prep them, I don't have an issue with it. Go ahead. I personally wouldn't do it. But if that's what makes you excited, I reckon 100% do it. If it's going to make you stick to your diet, 100% go ahead. I found it was just easier to add the same thing for lunches, breakfasts and dinners. So when I wasn't eating with my family, when I was going to bed at 8 o'clock, I had pretty much eggs for breakfast, mince and rice for lunch. I had 2 lunches, and then probably mince and rice or steak for dinner. Sometimes I'd join my family, so it'd be something else. Yeah, it was pretty stock standard. Mince and rice, or maybe the occasional once a week I'd have a steak. I kept it pretty simple because I like to keep things pretty simple. I don't want to be making heaps of different foods because it's just pain in the ass, I'll be honest. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I really hope that you guys are able to start meal prepping your food. Now again, do some research on what you think will be good. I usually have chicken and rice or beef and rice, and that's what I find good. But you might find something else good. You might find pork and potatoes good. So cook that. If that's what you like, then cook that. Meal prep. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. As always, have a good one.